wasting any more time, let's dive into our first keynote address of the day on role of information technology in creating future-ready FIs, for which I would like to welcome Viral Gandhi, President and Group Chief Information Officer, Piramil Group. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, friends. It's really exciting to see so many of you taking time out to attend this 2 days BFSI CTO conference. In fact, I realized that we all had a very packed agenda yesterday, covering some of the critical topics related to AI, ML in the BFSI industry, customer experience, information security. So I think it's all adding to our knowledge, our experience, and I'm sure some of these learnings will be able to apply in our day-to-day job, what we do. Probably in my keynote today, okay, I think I would just try to cover some of my experiences, what we have done and at Piramils, and I hope you find some insights useful to you too. As you know that traditionally most of the BFSI organizations, they were focused on operational efficiency. How can we automate more and more processes? How can we do things faster? How can we do things cheaper? Over a period of time, they matured, and from operational efficiency, they moved to customer experience, omni-channel experience. How do we give uniform experience to our customers in whichever channel they approach us? If they approach us in a branch, or they approach us on a website, or on a call center, on a mobile app, how do we give a uniform omnichannel experience? And that's where people have tried. However, at Piramil, we thought maybe we'll take it to the next level and run our entire organization with digital at the core. What does digital at the core mean? It means operational efficiency, yes, definitely. It means omnichannel experience for the customer, definitely. But on top of that, it also means that how do we have rapid innovation cycles? How do we continuously innovate in a shorter period of time and create differentiation for ourselves? So that's what it means, in addition to our legacy, operation efficiency, and customer experience. What else we are trying to do differently? Driving personalization at scale. That's the fourth pillar of our digital at the core. In today's time, we are looking at entire Bharat, including all our tier 2, tier 3 cities. And what matters to them is that communication in local language, in local way. And that's where the personalization at scale is important. People have their busy schedule. When do we contact them? What kind of communication they would like to have? All of that, okay, is very important when you connect with the customers of India. And that's where we think that our digital at the core is helping us to create a differentiation for ourselves. How do we implement this digital at the core? So there are three critical parameters, the way we look at it. So the first one of the same is that entire platform operating model. And that's what we have seen that in the retail business, how Amazons of the world have changed the whole industry. Similarly, in BFSI space, in today's time, there is a need for platform operating model. How do you implement those platform operating model? So there are three critical parameters to do that. One is we have to implement self-contained agile teams who can focus on developing capabilities for the business. Also, overall, while you do have some in-house engineering teams to develop intellectual property for yourself for faster go-to-market, you also have to leverage the fintech ecosystem, the entire India stack, whatever technology is getting generated. We can't try to do everything on our own. It is important that we leverage the whole ecosystem, and our technologies are such so that we can partner with all of them together, and that's where we create a true platform interacting with all our customers, all our partners, all our third-party providers, and that's the one of the critical parameter of the entire platform operating model. And then the next piece is creating the entire next gen talent mix. You get the business stakeholders who are very fond of technology, who have an eye out for technology. You get futuristic technology leaders, technology experts who are part of it. And with both of them coming together, how do we implement the newer ways of working? That is the critical part of the entire platforming operating model, and that's what we have tried to do. And I'm sure that you can also try that out in your organization, how that would help us. The second part of our entire digital at the core is creating next gen technology platforms. So as you are all aware that gone are the days of monolithic systems which were very well connected, end to end integrated, but couldn't have best of the breeds. So today's time is leveraging the capability which everyone has, and connecting all of them to build your own platform. API enabled, microservices enabled modular architecture, and that helps us connect with any third party, any fintech, any government led capabilities to integrate in your model. And that's what would be a differentiator and provide faster go to market. Also, it's important that we build our data platforms which are advanced analytics friendly. Today's time, it's all about data and insights coming out from the data and leveraging those insights in taking critical business decisions. And what would be the third part of the entire technology platform? It has to be cloud-based, scalable, flexible infrastructure. These three, the API-enabled, microservice-based modular architecture, advanced analytics-friendly data platform, and the cloud-based infrastructure would really make you ready for the next-gen technology platforms. Today, you may have X scale. In a year's time, you may have to go to 10X scales. Again, let me just share with you our experience at Piramil. When we built the entire retail finance technology, we knew that we are going to grow. However, we didn't know how and when. And through our process of NCLT, we got an opportunity to merge ourselves with the erstwhile DHFL, and our scale grew significantly. From a 20 branch, we reached 300 branches. From a smaller or medium-sized customer base, our customers base increased to 10 times. And how we were able to manage all of that? We were able to manage all of that because we were already ready with our next-gen technology platforms. And that helped us. So that's the second pillar of our digital at the core. And the third and the critical pillar is advanced analytics driven decisioning and process automation. Again, I know all of you went through the AI session and RPA session yesterday, and what I'm talking about is on the similar lines. How can we have hands of the wheel decision model? Analytics helps you take most of your decisions, and the manual intervention should be required more on an exception basis. Similarly, how can we have seamless integrations with all external data sources? We are not going to have all data generated in our own system. While we would try to keep maximum data at our end, how do we leverage all kinds of data, external data sources available, which helps us sharpen our insights and increase the accuracy of our decision making? And then last piece is about the digital tools and automation. We're using technologies like RPA, low code, no code. That's would be the third elements of our digital at the core. This is what we have tried in our organization. It has worked well for us. If I have to expand some of this further, our agile methodology has helped us significantly, and that is critical for our success. How do we really form self-contained platform teams? Whether we get the teams from business stakeholders, whether we have our own in-house engineering team, or whether we have a third-party technology partners, how all of them work together, in an agile way, building the capability in the form of fortnightly sprints, that has been key to our success. I'm sure what I've shared till now would be applicable to you to an extent. So overall, I would like to conclude here with the differentiation which we have tried to create for ourselves, starting from operational efficiency to omni-channel customer experience, from there to rapid innovation at scale, and from there creating our next generation digital platform. And the key pillars to achieve that is platform operating model, next generation technology architecture, and advanced analytics based decision making and process automation. However, these layers definitely can help you take a big leap. What is more also important is managing the data privacy and data security, which forms the entire base. If I talk about the game of snakes and ladder, whenever you take a leap in analytics, in API based architecture, you are climbing up in your journey. But one mistake in your data security, one gap in your data privacy can bring you back from the top to the ground. And that's kind of the another important aspect of compliance and security which I would like to share with all of you. So at Piramal, we are putting significant energy in making sure that we take care of our data privacy, we take care of the entire data security, and try to protect ourselves from all kinds of cyber attacks. And again, being in BFSI, we know what kind of data we are capturing. We are capturing so much of personal information. This data getting leaked going to impact us significantly. It can bring any organization down from whichever peak the organization may be. And that's where I see the cybersecurity and data privacy playing a very, very important role. And I also would recommend that don't treat them as compliance requirements only. Don't try to be just using them as a tick mark. I would recommend that try to protect the organization, go beyond compliance, see what more you can do to protect yourself for any unforeseen circumstances. This, in my mind, would help you continue to grow on your journey. At the same time, manage your risks better so that when you're on your growth journey, on your digital transformation journey, you can still take care of the risk and the compliance part. I hope the experience which I have shared, you would find it relevant for yourself and you would be able to implement some of this in your own organizations. And I'm sure the remaining part of the day, the sessions would be useful to you and you would learn something from this. I hope we all continue to engage in such forums and learn from each other. And I thank you for inviting me for this BFSI CTO forum. Thank you.
Shivani, please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving the wonderful start to the summit with your insightful keynote address. Now, as a token of appreciation, I would like to present the appreciation certificate to Viral Gandhi, President and Group CIO, Piramil Group. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.